guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to Queen V's community. Welcome to our channel. In today's video, guys, I want to talk to you about the role of a social worker here in UK. The functions, the activities, the structure that goes on within social work in UK. This video will be beneficial to those who want to come here and work from overseas. People watching me from India, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Ghana, Nigeria, and you want to come into the UK to do social work. These are some of the activities, some of the tasks that you're going to do. If you're a student and you are watching me, these are some of the functions, these are some of the activities that you are going to do when you come into social work. If you are interested, let's jump into the video. There are so many roles, there are so many activities, there are so many tasks that you are going to do in social work. But I'm going to give you about 7 activities or 8 activities that you are likely to be engaging, whether you are working within the adult services, whether you are working within the children's services. These are generic roles, activities that every social worker here in UK will be expected to be involved in. Activity number 1 is about taking referrals. Children's services, we don't go around, or social workers, we don't go around in people's houses and knocking at their door. We only act on when we receive referrals. When there are child protection concerns, we can receive a referral from the police, from the LAC nurse, from the health visitor, from the GP, from the school. So once the referral is received, then we act upon the referral. We carry out an assessment. So one of the basic role, one of the basic tasks that you as a social worker will be doing when you come into UK or when you come into social work is reading through the referral, filtering through the referral, picking up child protection concerns, picking up safeguarding concerns, and acting upon it. So receiving a referral is an activity, is a role that you are going to be engaging in here in UK as a social worker. Another important role, another important activity that you are going to be engaging in is about an assessment. Social work here in UK, the bedrock of social work is carrying out an assessment. You cannot support a family without an assessment. Assessment is about identifying the needs of the family and trying your best to provide the right support, the right services, the appropriate help to guide the family. So the risk, the child protection concerns, the safety concerns will be reduced, will be minimized. So assessment is the cornerstone of social work. Whatever you do here in UK, the bottom line is to carry out an assessment. So these are one of the important roles that you're going to be dealing with when you come into social work, is doing an assessment. I will do another video to talk about the importance of assessment in social work. So watch out for that video. Providing intervention is something that you're going to do as a social worker. One of the roles, one of the task activities that you're going to do as a qualified social worker here in UK is to provide intervention. We will carry out an assessment, and based on the assessment, you will be able to provide the right intervention to the family. For instance, if you're working with a family who are going through homelessness, your intervention will be to liaise them to housing officers, housing department, perhaps to get accommodation for them, assist them to get accommodation. If you are working with a family and they're going through financial difficulties, you can refer them to perhaps Citizens Advice Bureau. You can refer them for baby benefit advisor. There are so many professionals that you can signpost your clients to. So intervention is done based on the needs of your family. Intervention is done based on the needs of the client that you are going to work with. Another activity that you're going to do is about providing support and services, advice and guidance. It's linked with intervention. So you're going to work with a host of professionals. When you come into social work, you are not going to act alone. You're not going to do the work alone. There are so many professionals that you're going to work in. So part of your intervention is to working with professionals such as the police, doctors, nurses, health visitors, teachers, just to name a few of the professionals that you are going to engage with whilst you are providing support and services to the family that have been allocated to you. Another important role that you are going to engage in when you come into social work, whether you are a student, whether you are a newly qualified social worker, whether you are working abroad and you want to come into the UK to do social work, you will be engaged in supervision. Supervision is the cornerstone of social work, I always say. Without supervision, you will not be able to develop your knowledge in social work. You will never be able to enhance your knowledge in social work. You will never be able to enhance your skills in social work. Supervision is very important. Service managers will have to have supervision. Director of Children's Services will have to have supervision. Newly qualified social workers will have to have supervision. Everyone within Children's Services will have to have supervision. That is one of the tasks, activities, roles that you are going to be engaging in when you come into social work here in UK. Social work is an ongoing professional development. If you are somebody who do not like to learn, if you are somebody who doesn't want to do research and do reading, then I am afraid social work will not be for you. Because when you come into social work, the expectation is for you to continue to develop your knowledge in social work, go on training, read. It's not like every day you are reading, but you need to be prepared to do training. You need to be prepared to do reading. That is part and parcel of the expectation, the roles, the activities that you are going to engage in when you come here into UK to study social work. Another important role that you are going to engage in is reflection. Reflection in action, reflection before action, reflection after action. So you are always reflecting. In social work, if you are not somebody who wants to reflect on your practice, if you are somebody who does not take a critical stand about your own practice, then you are going to discriminate against people, you're going to oppress your clients, and you are not going to work well with your clients. So reflection is very important in social work, and that is part and parcel of the activities, the roles, the expectation that you are going to be engaging in when you come into social work. There's no specific time that, oh, today is a reflection day, we all have to reflect. That is not how it is here in the UK, but it has to be something that is embedded in you. It has to be something that is embedded in your practice, so you need to continuously be reflecting. There are so many activities, roles that you are going to play, activities that you are going to be engaging in when you come into social work. One of them is about arranging meetings, guys. When you come into social work, you understand how busy you are going to be. Arranging professionals meeting, network meeting, child in need meeting, disruptive meeting, based on the team that you are working in. So many activities goes on. You are going to be so very busy. So that is one of the expectations, the role of a social worker, arranging meetings with clients, arranging meetings with professionals, arranging meetings even with your manager, your peers, your colleagues. So many meetings that you are going to engage in. Another important role that you are going to engage in is about writing report. When you come into social work, then you understand how bureaucratic social work can be here in UK. You are always writing, you are always recording, whether you are recording the case file, whether you are writing a report, a cost statement, a care plan, whether you are writing a report for child protection conference, whether you are writing a report for LAC review meeting, and the list goes on. You are going to be involved. One of the expectations is about report writing. You are going to be involved in a number of report writing. So be prepared when you come into social work that your role, activities that you are going to be engaging in, part of it is about recordings, writing reports, and updating the case file. That will be one of your role, one of the activities that you will engage in when you come into social work here in UK. Another important role that you are going to engage in is about visits. You are going to be working with clients and perhaps sometimes you might have to visit them at home. Sometimes you might have to visit clients' children at school. Sometimes you might have to visit children in the community. Sometimes you might have to visit children depending on the team that the young person or the child is being sitting. You might, maybe children in care team, you might have to visit the child, the young person in the foster placement, in a residential unit, in a semi-independent accommodation, in a shared accommodation. So visit is part and parcel of social work here in the UK. You are not just based in the office. Somebody was asking me a question. How is social work structured? Do you sit in the office all day? And the answer is no. You don't sit in the office all day. You have to go and do visits. And when you do the visits and you come in, it doesn't finish. You have to do recordings. You have to record what you have seen, you have observed, your risk assessment. You have to record it on the system. So there's so many activities that you are going to engage in when you come into social work here in UK. So many other activities that you're going to be engaging in, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to end it from here. But if there's any specific role that I have not touched and you know it, you can put that in the comment section. We share ideas together. Queenie V, I'm here to share ideas with students, newly qualified and people who are new into social work, international students, overseas workers. I've got my videos being watched by people living in India, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Ghana, Nigeria, and they want to come into the UK to study social work. That's why I want to do more videos so I can create awareness about social work. If you have any questions, any worries, anything about social work that you want somebody to answer for you, then that is what this community is all about. So put your comment down and I'm more than happy to answer. I want to end by saying your dreams, your aspiration can come true. You never know. Whatever you plan to do can come true, but it will never be given to you on a gold plate. It will never be given to you on a silver plate. You need to work hard towards your dreams and aspiration, and one day, you never know, it can come to pass.